Don't you like to hear the cheerful voice of the song sparrow? He is just a common little brown bird with a long tail and one brown spot and brown streaks on his breast. But he can sing beautiful songs. He can really sing a number of different melodies all in one day. Perhaps this is what he is saying. Up in the balsam tree I love to sing. My heart is light and free while caroling. And when I tire of one song I simply try another. I know enough to last me all day long. And so throughout the day I gaily sing. 'Twill drive your care away and gladness bring. Another little brown sparrow that is a joy to hear is the field sparrow. This bird may not be the most gifted songster, but there's something very appealing in the sweet tones of his clear, plaintive little whistle that may come floating across the field early in the morning, or in the heat of midday, or late in the evening. Creeping slowly o'er the eastern hill, you'll not find us sleeping, neither are our voices still. Eager watch we're keeping, ready for the sun to rise. Nature then rejoices, eloquent her voices, bidding you to open your eyes. Now let's turn our attention to the flicker. This large, brown, black-spotted bird belongs to the woodpecker family. He has a white rump, a wide black crescent patch across his breast, and a small red patch on the nape of his neck. His wings and tail are lined with yellow, and from this he gets another name, golden-winged woodpecker. The flicker cannot sing, but he has several calls. One of them sounds as if he is saying, "Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up!" Another, "Quick, quick, 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 quick!" The flicker, like other woodpeckers, often uses his sharp bill to beat a tattoo on a hollow limb or tree trunk, or even on the side or roof of a building. But especially does he seem to find delight in hammering on a tin roof. At 5:30 one April morn, as I was fast asleep, I heard a most alarming sound that made my pulses leap. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, wake up, wake up, wake up, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, quick, 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 quick. I sprang from out my bed, for I was sure the house was burning down. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then I found that golden wing had caused that frightful din. Perched high upon the roof, he hammered on a piece of tin. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, wake up, wake up, wake up, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, quick, 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 quick. So pound away, old golden wing, you'll never frighten me again. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And since that day he raps in vain, for sound asleep I now remain. So pound away, old golden wing, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. The wood pewee is a bird of an entirely different nature. This sparrow-sized little gray flycatcher has 2 white wing bars that help to identify him. This bird will sit motionless on a limb or other perch, watching for insects. When he sees one, he will suddenly dart into the air and catch it, then return to his perch. Some quiet day when you're walking in the woods, you may hear his sweet, plaintive little song. There's another little gray flycatcher that looks very much like the wood pewee. This bird is the Phoebe. Like the wood pewee, he will also dart into the air to catch an insect and return to his perch. But the Phoebe will pump his tail up and down a few times, while the wood pewee does not. Another difference between these two birds is that the Phoebe does not have white wing bars. However, the best way to tell the difference between the wood pewee and the Phoebe is by their calls. The wood pewee says, but the Phoebe says, Phoebe, 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 Phoebe. The Chickadee is another small bird that sings a Phoebe song, but his call is quite different from that of the Phoebe flycatcher. The following song includes these three birds, the wood pewee, the Phoebe, and the Chickadee, and it tells the difference in their calls. There are two gray birds whom I often see, who live in the depths of the forest. To tell them apart I must listen close, for it's either Phoebe or Pewee. Pewee is the one I love, his voice is soft and plaintive, but the other bird scolds and scolds and scolds at Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe. There's another gray bird sings a Phoebe song, his voice is sweet and mellow, and the song he sings is a song of love, and not like Phoebe or Pewee. Phoebe, Phoebe, that's the song of the Chickadee, but the other bird scolds and scolds and scolds at Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe. Phoebe, Phoebe. Now let us consider the black-capped chickadee. This friendly little bird is gray and white, with a jet black cap on his head and a black bib under his chin. He is quite an acrobat, often swinging upside down on the end of a twig while he eats insects or their eggs. The chickadee has one sweet little song which sounds as if he is saying Phoebe. Phoebe. But the most commonly known of his calls is the one in which he gives his name. The chickadee is another bird that will stay throughout the winter in the same area in which it spent the summer. One dreary February afternoon, when I had stepped outside my door, I was delighted to find 4 little winter birds among the trees and about the lawn. There was a slate-colored junco, a tufted titmouse, and a downy woodpecker. The 4th little bird was flipping about in the top of a tall, leafless tree. I thought he was a chickadee, but I wanted to know for sure. Just for fun, I said, "Are you a chickadee, little bird? And if you're a chickadee, why don't you say so?" And just then, that little bird said, "Chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee." The chickadee has still another call, a kind of chatter, or almost a scold, which may sound something like chickadee-lup. This call has been translated "never give up" in the following song. Jolly chap with a velvet cap whom I always love to see, and I love to hear his word of cheer, for he seems to speak to me. Phoebe, Phoebe, never give up, never give up, chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Phoebe, he says to me, and so I never give up, chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. When the morning sun has just begun to peep o'er yonder hill, from the hemlock tree he calls to me, just beyond my windowsill. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Have you ever heard the Carolina Wren? This busy little bunch of feathers is as lively as his song, which is surprisingly loud and clear for so small a bird. The Carolina is the largest and reddest of the wrens, about the size of a small sparrow, and there is a white stripe over his eye. This wren likes tangles and brushy undergrowth. The song that follows is very characteristic of both the song and manner of the Carolina wren. Caroling merrily, twittering cheerily, swaying so dizzily, flying so busily. Up in the apple tree someone is calling me. I must be hurrying, she will be wearying. Caroling merrily, twittering cheerily, swaying so dizzily, flying so busily. They're away till the close of the day. You may see me at work, though you think it is play. If you wander again in the wood or the glen, you will surely remember the song of the wren. They're away till the close of the day. You may see me at work, though you think it is play. Caroling merrily, twittering cheerily, swaying so dizzily, flying so busily. Up in the apple tree someone is calling me. I must be hurrying, she will be wearying. Caroling merrily, twittering cheerily, swaying so dizzily, flying so busily. One bird that most of us do not like is the English sparrow. Unfortunately, he is a very undesirable bird. Another name for the English sparrow is European house sparrow. This bird was introduced into America in 1850. He has multiplied and spread throughout practically the whole country from the Atlantic to the Pacific. He resides in both city and country, and we have found him to be a regular nuisance. The English sparrow has filthy habits and is a persistent enemy of many of our useful native birds, attacking them, annoying them, taking their nesting places, and destroying their eggs and young. He damages wheat and other grain. He destroys fruit such as cherries, grapes, pears, and peaches. He also destroys buds and flowers of cultivated trees, shrubs, and vines. He eats garden seeds and nips off tender young vegetables when they appear above the ground. It seems his vices far outweigh his virtues. The English sparrow does not sing a song, but listen to this song about him. He's a bandit, a bully, and a thief, and his ways are past belief. Though we gladly befriend him, boldly defend him when he comes to grief. If perhaps he'd learn to sing, or would stop his quarreling, but he cannot sing a song, and he quarrels all day long, and we wish he'd remained in England. Cheep, 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 cheep. Oh, yes, we know you are cheap. Only when you're in the street is your happiness complete, and we wish one grand singer that is especially delightful to hear is the brown thrasher. This large, beautiful bird is a little longer than a robin. He is a bright rufous red above and heavily striped below. He has white wing bars, a long curved bill, and a long tail. The brown thrasher often sits on top of a tall tree to pour forth his lovely music. Might this be what he is saying? Summer's coming, get your work, be not a shirk, so you wait, quick, quick, quick. Do not hurry, do not worry, just do it, stay not, never be discouraged. Do your best, very best, never you mind about the rest. Go it, ho, ho, ho. Listen to me, up in the tree, here, way up in the tippy top. If you hear a word of cheer, hit it, tuck it away some other day. You'll need it. Swing along, sing a song, tut, tut, tut. Cheer, sun is up, see it, warm and bright. Cheer, give it greeting, for 'tis fleeting, soon will come the morrow. There might be a number of birds calling to us outside right now. Let's go out and listen.